Hey guys, welcome back to Jurassic Collectibles, bringing you the latest news on the Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom toy line. This was an exclusive article for Entertainment Weekly that came out today. I'll put a link to it down below. But they got an exclusive with Mattel looking at their entire toy line, essentially, for Jurassic World. And that's really exciting. It's a nice overview, and I thought it'd be great for us to step through and take a look at each one. So first off, we got this. It's a huge 3-foot long Tyrannosaurus Rex. 3 feet! I think that's the biggest Tyrannosaurus Rex figure we've had, and it's called the Jurassic World Super Colossal Tyrannosaurus Rex. The little minifigures that are beside it are sold separately, but it can eat them whole, which is why they're photographed with it. That reminds me of the old failed toy, the Gulper T.rex, which was intended for the original Jurassic Park film, but didn't come out, and then it was eventually realised as the Bull T.rex, a very popular toy for the Lost World toy line, and essentially it could eat figures whole, and then you could retrieve them from its belly. I don't know if this one will have the same feature, but a few things to note. It's got oversized feet, which is a bit like the Bull T-rex, which gives it a better center of gravity. If there's stuff going into its belly or down its neck, it means it won't fall over. It could also be an articulation point at the feet, but what I assume is maybe it's where it transitions from plastic to rubber, a bit like the Bull T-rex did, and I hope that's the case. I hope we've got more of a rubbery feeling Tyrannosaurus Rex in a huge scale. This one's going to retail at $54.99. So yeah, this is really cool to see, and just very exciting. The sculpt is nice. I think the paint application is very precise in its placement, but it's a shame that they're using this tan shade, this lighter brown, because that feels more like the Hasbro brown. That's the only part I don't like about this figure, is its very bright shade. Maybe it's the photography, but yeah, a very promising first look at the Jurassic World toy line. Then we've got these, the Jurassic World Story Pack Assortments, and that's our first look at the action figures from the Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom toy line. They seem to come with a figure and a big accessory, so Claire comes with the Gyrosphere there, which seems to split into a hemisphere and you can put action figures inside. It also boasts Dino damage. You can see it's got cracked glass at the top there. Then we've got Owen, who comes with a blue action figure. Again, blue's got oversized feet, so whether this is Mattel trying to make their stamp or trying to make sure that all their figures stand up, I don't know, but it does look also like it transitions from one material into another on the leg there, so whether we got rubbery legs and then plastic feet, we'll have to wait and see. But Owen looks very cool. He's got his falconry guard that you saw in the trailer when he's looking after baby Blue. And the figures boast a lot of articulation, almost like G.I. Joe articulation. They've got articulation at the shoulders, the elbows, it looks like the hips, the knees, and the head. And also at the waist as well. It looks like they twist at the waist there on Owen. So we've got loads of points of articulation, which is really promising for these action figures. Then we've got these Jurassic World Hatch and Play dinos. They look like they're intended for a younger target market, but I think there's more to them than just being little minifigures, because these retail at $14.99 each. And it says that each figure has a special feature unique to its species. The T-Rex's teeth grow for a super chomp. Baby Blue the Velociraptor has chomping jaw action. The Triceratops has a super stomp, and Stiggy has growing horns. What I really like about these is the little painted application on the egg where you can see the baby dinosaur inside just peeking out. I think that's a really nice feature, and it's going to make these toys really memorable and nostalgic for the generation who own these. And I really like the Triceratops there. I think the paint apps on that one and the coloration is quite subtle. So yeah, it's a really nice looking figure, and I'm looking forward to potentially reviewing these on the channel. So these are the Jurassic World Mini Dino Assortments, and I'd call them the affordable line. They're going to retail at $3.49 each, and they're essentially like mid-range minifigures. They look like they've got a single point of articulation. The sculpts look really nice. The paint applications are obviously reflecting the price that they are, but the sculpts are actually very accurate. I mean, if you look at the Triceratops up there at the top, and then the Tyrannosaurus Rex, a skinny one down at the bottom, also the Apatosaurus there down in the bottom right hand corner. The sculpts do look very, very nice indeed, and I think it's nice that they're going to have this affordable mid-range available for younger collectors. Next we have probably the most exciting part for me, the Jurassic World Basic Figure Assortment. These are going to retail at $7.99 each, which actually is a pretty reasonable price nowadays. And you can see these figures come with weaponry accessories and little dinosaur minifigures in some cases. So that's a real throwback to the original Jurassic Park toy line, and is really exciting for me to see. They do look like G.I. Joe figures again. They've got a lot of points of articulation. I particularly like the Daniela Pineda's action figure. She seems to have like a resuscitation kit, because we know that actually she treats Blue in a clip in the trailer. And also the baby Triceratops looks like it's got a really nice sculpt on it. Also the guy in yellow at the top with the Dimorphodon and the electric taser prod with the little electric feature coming out the end. That just looks really cool, and I think all of these figures look really appealing and really hark back to what was great about the Jurassic Park toy line. So this is really, really promising stuff from Mattel, guys. Very, very exciting. Can't wait to review these on the channel. So we step up in price quite dramatically to $14.99 for these figures. They look really cool, and they're going to come with an action feature that has a sound effect and an action feature. So these are probably going to appeal most to people like me, nostalgic collectors who want something that reminds them of the original Jurassic Park toy line, because these feel like the mid-range dinosaurs, like the old electronic Velociraptor that we had. You can see there's a really nice callback to Jurassic Park 3 in the top left-hand corner. You can see, I think it's the Ceratosaurus there with the nose spike. I might be wrong, I always get Ceratosaurus confused. Hang on, let me just Google it. Yes, it is the Ceratosaurus from Jurassic Park 3. So yeah, for fans of Jurassic Park 3, they're going to be really pleased to get a super accurate version of that figure with an action feature. It's kind of like the Jurassic Park 3 figure you always wanted. Also, things to note, it seems like we've got the Baryonyx down there in the bottom right-hand corner. Also, the Allosaurus in the bottom left-hand corner. Both of those we saw in the trailer. I think that's a Herrerasaurus up there on the right-hand side, but I could be wrong. Just very, very nice looking figures. And is that the Pachyrhinosaurus there in the middle in green? Very cool indeed. Really looking forward to seeing these figures. Looks like they got nice, simple articulation, and yeah, these are the figures that appeal to me most alongside the action figures. These are going to be known as the Roarivores figures, so a bit like the Basher and Biter figures that we had in the Jurassic World toy line. These have a nickname, the Roarivores line. Then we step up to this, the Jurassic World Action Attack Assortment. These are either going to be larger or boast more articulation, but we've got some really cool looking dinosaurs here. We've got the Stegosaurus, we've got the Carnotaurus, and then on the left there in the bottom corner is the Suchomimus, really brightly coloured. I love the blue, the gradient of blue going from one to the other. Really, really nice. Just fantastic looking sculpts, great paint jobs. Just this is everything we wanted from a Jurassic Park toy line. I probably like the Carnotaurus and the Suchomimus more than the Stegosaurus, just because the Stegosaurus's paint job looks like it needs a bit of work. But you know, these are minor gripes. The articulation on the forelimbs of the Stegosaurus looks quite interesting. Looks like they'll actually rotate outwards. So, and actually the tail seems to be very well articulated as well. So maybe articulation is the thing that's kind of most appealing about these. I'm wondering if they come with action features like a button. I think the Carnotaurus does have a button on its back there, and maybe the Suchomimus does as well. So I'll be interested to see what the $5 price difference gives us, whether it's just articulation or the action features. But these are getting me very excited. Really cool looking dinosaur figures. Now this looks like the 3 feet one, but it's actually not. This is the Jurassic World Thrash and Throw Tyrannosaurus figure, and this has stomp and roar effects, as well as an innovative tail-activated thrash and throw feature. So you can see it's got massive segment lines going through it, so obviously that's related to its thrash and throw feature, whatever that is. But the sculpt, apart from those huge cuts, is a really nice sculpt, and actually the paint job, the placement is good again. I don't know what all these little white spots are all over its body, but the tan colour again is it's just a shame. I think that's the plastic showing through. So if only they'd gone for a darker plastic and maybe not used such a light cream underneath. But I'm really, you know, being critical here. It is actually a very nice looking toy. And if I didn't say this already, it's going to retail at $39.99. So the 3 foot one's going to be $54.99, and this one's going to be $39.99. And then we've got the first look at a vehicle. This is the Jurassic World Gyrosphere Blast vehicle. This is compatible with the figures and the Raptors. They can all fit in the back, and apparently it fires that gyrosphere out as well. So this looks really cool. It reminds me of an old Thundercats toy. It's just got that sort of tank look to it. So yeah, really, really cool. Very nostalgic looking, almost G.I. Joe-esque. So yeah, really cool. If I didn't see already, this is going to retail at $29.99. Okay, so it looks like we're getting a huge Mosasaurus figure. This is $29.99. What's most interesting about this is the line of information that comes with it. It says the Mosasaurus returns from the first film for Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom this summer. So the Mosasaurus is coming back, and we've got a new toy for it. And this one is called the Real Feel Skin Mosasaurus figure. So is it going to have rubbery skin? Really cool. Sculpt looks incredible. It looks like for that price, $29.99, it's going to be pretty big as well. So very exciting news for Mosasaurus fans. Looks really cool. Next, we've got 3-pack assortments of the mini dinosaurs. I'm assuming these are the same scale as the ones we already looked at. It looks like they do share the same sculpts, and they've got the 1 point of articulation. These are $9.99 for a pack of 3. And what's most interesting about this is, see, one is transparent clear. That appears to be the Indominus Raptor, the Indoraptor. And they're saying that this figure is dubbed the metallic villain Dino. We've seen how the Indominus Rex could camouflage itself in the first Jurassic World, and this new figure is raising eyebrows. That's the official line on it. So I think the Indoraptor is going to be, camouflaging like the Indominus Rex. I think that's pretty obvious. If it's transparent, it's a bit like a transparent Predator figure. So for me, that's a good indicator of what that's going to be. I'm assuming Uno is owned by Mattel, so we've got a Uno version for Jurassic World. And this is going to retail at $24.99. I'm quite a big Uno fan, so I might get this. It features the attack command card. If you're lucky, the shooter won't launch cards at you. So I think this is like Uno, is it called Uno Stacco? But I forget, there's one where it shoots them at you, and I've actually got it somewhere, but I forget what it's called. You guys can comment down below. But I do like the sculpt of this thing. It actually looks really nicely done, and it shows that they're taking a lot of care with the products for this time round compared to Jurassic World. Okay, probably the kit I'd most like to get for my little one, if I'm honest. This is $49.99, and it's the Tyrannosaurus Rex Anatomy Kit. Now this reminds me of the Allosaurus from the Lost World line that you could take apart to expose its anatomy. And apparently this is going to be quite educational as well. By using a DNA key, kids can move the legs to see the muscle flex, see the heart and lungs pump, and activate the T.rex's large chomp. So I think this is going to be fun and educational, and I just love the look of this thing. If I'm honest, the paint job looks as good, if not better, than the action figure versions that we're getting. So yeah, I think this is a definite pickup for me. Lastly, we've got what looks like huge origami. Kids can build their own blue and villain dino, aka Indoraptor robots, by folding and snapping together durable plastic pieces from the Raptor shell sheet. Movement, interactions, lights, and special Jurassic World sounds can be customized from the free mobile app, which also allows you to remotely control the beast. So this is going to be $59.99. It's going to be sold separately. You can see there's blue. And also there's an Indoraptor version. So pretty cool concept. Be interesting to see how big these are. I can't really get an idea of scale. But yeah, they look like kind of like origami plastic dinosaur robots. Pretty interesting. Be good to see if these take off. So there we have it, guys. I thought it was a really cool look at the overview for Mattel's lineup for Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Apparently these are due to hit shelves between spring and fall, that's autumn in the UK, of this year. So yeah, really looking forward to seeing these on the shelves and hopefully getting as many as I can to review on the channel for you guys. Let me know your comments and your thoughts down below. I'd love to hear what you think about this new toy line. I think personally it's very promising. There's nothing really that makes me go, oh wow, that's really, really outstanding. But at the same time, the sculpts are really, really good and much better than we got from the Hasbro line. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing these toys in the flesh. Okay guys, rate, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.